Hello, everybody. New Manchester here, back with another video. And I'm in my house, and the power went out. I don't have any electricity. I mean, it's a big thunderstorm. It's raining. It's raining like cats and dogs outside. Very heavy rain, and I listened to the weather report on the radio, and it was just a disaster. Like everybody was all talking at once. You know, I couldn't make out what they were saying. Um, they were talking about a tornado somewhere in Houston County. Well, I live in Texas, so Houston County, Nacogdoches. It was it was a mess. I mean, I couldn't make out what they were saying. It was just crazy. I just listened to it for a little bit. I turned it. I just said, "Fuck this," and I turned it off. And I just only thing I got out of this is, it's raining. It's pouring down, heavy rain, thunderstorms. Yeah. So I'm in the dark right now, and don't have any power. Okay. So so it's not gonna stop me from making this video. I mean, sorry about this. I mean, sorry I can't show myself, but I'll show myself in future videos. Well, anyway, I want to talk about um, you know, um, foreign people, people from foreign countries, and how they are. Yeah, I don't know if I said this in a previous video. I hope this is different. I hope this is not the same. Um, I gotta talk about foreign people. I really do. I gotta talk about them. You know, yeah. I know yeah, I know it's a lot of them talk about Americans. They talk about they hear Americans say the same thing to them all the time, and they say a lot of things to them that that turns them off. I don't know. Well, here's an example. I remember I watched a television show on TV. It's called Naked and Afraid. Okay, it showed this guy from some country in Europe. I don't know what country he's from, and he was paired up with a woman from America. Well, the part of America this woman is from, she's from Texas, and I know something about the guy from Europe. He didn't want to work with her. Actually, no. She wasn't annoying. Like, she just, yeah. Well, she was annoying. She wasn't annoying. Like, she was very talkative. She gets in the way and makes a mess and all. Well, it all started. Well, when they started to work together, the guy from Europe, like, he just, well, he met her. He met the woman first. He talked to the woman. Then all of a sudden, when they started working together, the guy from Europe, he just he just pulled away from her and just went and just did his own thing. Surviving in the wild and all. So basically, I mean, she didn't know that, like, she wanted to help him. She wanted to work with him, but he wanted to be alone. And he didn't want to talk to her. He just want to work and do things by himself. And, it got to her. It got to her like day after day after day, and she just lost it. And she talked about killing the guy. and you know the television crew on the show took her off of the show and sent her home. And the European guy, he just survived. He just survived in the wild. Basically, this was in Australia. Okay, he survived in the wild, and he won. I guess he won the challenge of surviving in the wild, of being naked and afraid and all. So yeah, and come to find out, like, he had I think he grew up in a family where, like, people weren't sociable, people didn't care about him and all. I really don't know. So yeah, to Americans, foreign people in foreign countries, like, they do strange things that Americans find strange, and foreigners in foreign countries, like countries like, I guess, like Europe. I don't know about Asia. They just view Americans, like, the things that they do. Well, yeah, yeah, there's this guy on YouTube who I sub to. His name is Igor the Russian. In my previous videos, I call him Yeager, but his name is Igor. Igor the Russian. Okay, I subbed to him. Okay, I remember I dropped some comments on one of his videos on his channel. I was trying to talk to him like I talked to my best friend, and he wouldn't talk back. But I remember I dropped a comment talking about, talking about talking about people in my country think universal health care is straight out of Hitler's playbook. And I told him that everybody in America, I mean, America needs universal health care. And yeah, when I dropped a comment on one of his videos, he responded to me by saying this to me. Let's see, what did he say to me? He said, "Yes, I know all Americans are crazy." And he told me that, tell me about your experience in Canada and what you think about this. I think that's what he said to me. Oh, I mentioned that, I told him I went to Canada. So I explained to him. And he didn't respond back to me. I mean, but other people responded to my comment. Um, and he also responded to me a second time. I mean, when he left the United States, and I think he moved back to Russia. I watched one of his videos of him walking through Moscow. It was a very nice city, yeah, the buildings, the apartment buildings were small and all. He said that people in America said that people in this country and other foreign countries are poor, and they're poor, they're not rich. And he talked about, he talked about, I don't want to be rich. I just want, I mean, I'm happy to be poor. I think that's what he said. And I responded to him by dropping a comment on that video. And I said that, well, I told him I didn't care about money. I don't care about cars. I don't care about big houses. All I care about is making friends and living life and enjoying life. And I said, well, if you want to be rich, or if you want to live rich, or you want to live poor, that's up to you. And I think I got one like on that comment, and he didn't, and Igor didn't respond at all. But somebody else responded to me, told me that I was right, and they said that I'm tired of working, I'm tired of making money, and they told me I was right about what I said. Okay, then I dropped a comment on another video. Okay, okay. I told him that, oh, everybody in Russia is normal. I mean, if I go to Russia, I might meet a beautiful, attractive young woman. I might get a girlfriend or a wife out of these women. And I think that's what I said. Then he responded and he said this to me. He said that not everybody in Russia is nice. Uh, you got some crazies here and there, but overall the people are all right. And I responded back to him. And I said, I see. So if I go there, I'm gonna stay away from the crazies and all. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I don't know how Igor is. Um, Sounds to me he's a very private low key person. I like the guy. I watched his videos. He told me bad experiences that he had in America. He was picked on and all. I'm gonna be honest with you. I was picked on growing up. He said he was picked on when he was growing up as well. Uh, yeah. I wish Igor take a look at my channel and see how I feel about this country. Well, he probably is gonna just respond one time. He's not gonna be like my friend and all. I'm just wasting my time trying to try to form a friendship with this guy. You know. The truth is, there's some people you can talk to, there's some people you can't talk to. Some people won't be left alone. They want to be alone. It is what it is. But I just want to talk about this. Like how foreign people are. Yeah, how they are. You know, I'm not bashing them. I'm not disrespecting them and all. I just gotta learn about their culture and how they do things. You know, you know, and everybody in countries like Europe, Africa, and Asia. I guess they're not. I mean, not all of them are all antisocial and don't want to talk to you, don't want to have anything to do with you, and they want to be alone and they don't want to work together. Oh, speaking of work together, oh yeah, I remember I watched a video where Winston Wu talked to this guy. I don't know what this guy's name is. He said that people in foreign countries they work together. I mean they work together. They want to build each other up and make themselves like feel good about themselves or something like that. And he say here in America people just tear each other down and just rip each other apart. And he said Americans see themselves as individuals, and people in foreign countries see themselves as a unit. You know, maybe if everybody see themselves as a unit instead of individuals here in America, maybe this country will get better. But as I always say, that's not gonna happen. Um, oh, see, yeah, oh yeah, yeah, and also I heard from Igor that he doesn't like how America is like being positive, being happy all the time. And this is his words. I don't care about this being happy go lucky, bubbly, bubbly bullshit. And he's talking about, people smiling all the time, fake smiles, and they always ask you, "How are you doing today?" and all this, and you got to answer, "I'm doing fine." You know, I don't believe in that. That's crazy. Like, how can you just be friendly? How can you sit there and just say that you're doing how you can tell somebody you're doing fine all the time and you're not. I mean life has ups and downs. I mean everybody has ups and downs. I mean everybody's not doing good all the time and everybody's not doing good 24 hours a day and 7 days a week. I mean that's crazy. I mean if that happened that would be boring, but but here in America they just believe in this, and Igor hates it, and I agree with him. I don't like it either. For instance, I live here in Texas, and they do this weird thing here. Is like they always address you as sir and ma'am all the time, and they always talk to you like you're their drill sergeant. You know, some say it with a smile on their face. Some say it with a straight face. And if you don't talk like them, they'll hate you. They won't care, and in their mind they view you as if you don't act like us, there will be trouble. It bothers me like why you gotta address me as sir and ma'am all we gotta address people as sir and ma'am all the time. And the most dumb and the most dumbest and the most weirdest thing about all of this is this, like, okay, if you ask them a question about something, like you want to learn about something, you ask them ask anybody a question, like, here in Texas, well, they're not everybody isn't like this. But if you ask them a question about something, you want to know about something, and they'll explain this to you. Then when you get done explaining what you asked them, when you thank them, they'll say this. They'll say this, yes sir, or yes sir, or yes sir, or yes ma'am. It's just stupid. I mean, you're supposed to say you're welcome. It's just dumb, really. And I remember I went to a Whataburger fast food restaurant. To order some food. Went through the drive-through. Went through the drive-through. This woman asked me, "Do you want any ketchup?" And I said yes, and she said this to me: "Spicy or regular or spicy." In Whataburger, if you ask them, they'll ask you what kind of ketchup you want. They have spice, they have regular ketchup, and they'll have spicy ketchup. So I said regular ketchup, and she said this: "Yes, sir." Weird. And then some of them are really religious. Yeah, they got some who are very religious. Like, okay, they'll give you. Well, I think it's like that all over the state. I think, yeah, I think it is. Yeah, and they'll tell you, oh, have a blessed day or something like that. I guess yeah, people like, yeah, foreigners like Uyghur, like Igor. I'm sorry, Igor the Russian will look at this and they'll just be disgusted of this. Like they'll just hate it. They'll just completely just hate this. Um, yeah, I'm in the camp of the foreigners, people in other countries. I'm just I'm I don't want to hear all this shit. Why do I go through all of this just to get some food or buy what I need at the store or whatnot? I don't want to hear all that shit. There's just nothing wrong with being courteous and all, but god damn, like, Eh, they just take it to a whole new level. In America, they got this thing they want you to be positive like 24/7. They want you to say that you're doing good 24/7, and you're not. Like you have like I said before, life has ups and downs. Everybody has ups and downs. I mean, sometimes you be doing bad, sometimes you be doing good. It is what it is. Like, you know, and and Igor said this on one of his videos on one of his channels. He said this in Russia. I mean, people can just be whatever they want. I mean, they can be in a bad mood, they can be in a good mood. I mean, is be in a good mood, and I kind of agree with him. I mean, those people are real, and they're just being who they are. They can be who they are. I mean, you can't be who you are in this country. I mean, you gotta be fake, have a plastic smile. You gotta be brainwashed by all this garbage here. You know, I, you know, I, I had a conversation with my friend on my YouTube channel. He dropped a comment telling me that he dealt with a lot of idiots and dumbass motherfuckers on YouTube. He said that everybody are a bunch of idiots. Ignorant. They're ignorant. They're stupid. I mean, he says he's sick of the North American cut down. I don't know what he's talking about. People interrupt you when you're speaking to them. I mean, when they talk to you, they cut you dead off in a sentence. And I hate this. I mean, it happens to me a lot, and I'm just sick of it. Like it it just bothers me. It pisses me off. Like, we just shut the hell up and let me finish. When I get done talking, then you can say something. Just shut the fuck up and let me speak. I mean, and I get this here in Texas all the time, And these people who cut you off and do all this talking and think they're so smart. I mean, they're fucking stupid. They are mentally retarded. They're ignorant. They're stupid. They don't have a clue. They're ignorant of the world. They don't know how the world works. I mean, and they probably never traveled. Probably never been anywhere in their life. Like, yeah, you got some who been to other countries, but cultures from other countries didn't just hit them. Like it hit me. They just remain in this big ignorant, clueless, in the box bubble. Yeah, I'm just sick of people just interrupting me and not letting me speak all the time. Yeah, I mean, yeah, and yeah, and, yeah, and that's why guys like Igor the Russian left the United States. I had a conversation with my sister, and I was telling her, a lot of foreigners leave because, like how we are. And she said this, yeah, a lot of foreigners, they don't understand us. They just understand what we go through. Well, well, that was a weak argument that my sister brought up. I get explained fully why foreigners leave America, why they don't stay here, why they leave, why a lot of them hate it here. I'll tell you why. Well, because we're antisocial, We're cliquish. We're in groups. We tear each other down. We treat each other like shit. Um, we're programmed to blame ourselves and not blame society. Um, we just we eat and eat and eat all this contaminated food that makes us sick, fat slash overweight, and give us a bunch of health problems. We have the highest prison population in the world. I mean, we have a broken, dysfunctional, bureaucratic healthcare system that gives you medical bills. I mean, guys like Igor the Russian, he said that getting a bill when you being taken to the hospital, we being taken to the hospital slash emergency room. Let me start over again. Igor pointed out that getting a bill after you're being taken to the hospital slash emergency room is crazy. And you know, I agree with him. It is crazy. Why I need to get a bill when I'm being taken to the emergency room slash hospital if I'm sick or if I'm hurt? That's crazy, you know. And foreign people like him see this and they say it's crazy, and I agree with them. You know, and my sisters said this to my mom and dad that I don't understand how I don't understand about how the healthcare system works, and foreigners don't understand how the healthcare system works. I mean, how the healthcare system in America works. We don't understand, and we do understand. We understand how broken and messed up it is, and we do. um. Uh, I I just I believe a country should have a healthcare system that benefits everybody, that benefits people regardless of their bank balance, their income. Doesn't matter if they're old or young, disabled, non-disabled, employed, unemployed, homeless, fat, skinny, whoever they are. I mean, I believe in a healthcare system that works for everybody, not a healthcare system that is reserved for people who have a lot of money, who can afford it. You know, you know, and yeah, yeah, the taxes are high, but it's worth it. You know, you got I got some stupid Canadians on my channel saying that, oh yeah, you have health care, but you go be paying out of the ass. Yeah, because you have hot. Yeah, because your taxes are raised for health care. I mean, I mean, a per. If you dislike the healthcare system in your country and praise the healthcare system here, I mean, there's something wrong with you. I mean, do you believe in a healthcare system that gives you medical bills that let you be bankrupt? A healthcare system that allows you to that allows you to to die if you can't afford it. You can't afford health care. I mean, do you like a system like that? I mean, if you like the healthcare system in the United States and dislike the healthcare system in your country of Canada or any other country that has a different form or version of single payer universal health care, then there is something wrong with you. You know, I think guys like him up there in Canada, I think they're smoking way too much weed. I bet the weed is really, really, really good up there. Yeah, got nothing against marijuana. I bet they're taking a song by Queen titled "Another One Bites the Dust" and plays it backwards. And hearing this, it's fun to smoke marijuana. It's fun to smoke marijuana. Marijuana, marijuana. It's fun to smoke marijuana. I bet they're listening to that when they smoke marijuana. But it's not like that. I mean, they have medical marijuana. Just help them deal with their chronic illnesses. Like epilepsy. Um, that's a good thing. Make marijuana. Legal. That's a good thing. Make marijuana legal. So yeah, make marijuana legal. So people can have access to it. Can help them with their chronic illnesses and all. You know, that's something the United States won't go for. But there's some states here in the U.S. I think like California, Colorado. I think Washington State made marijuana legal. Oh yeah, speaking of marijuana, I remember rapper Snoop Dogg. He was riding I think he was riding his tour bus or something. He stopped in a, I mean, he stopped in some town called Sierra Blanca, Texas. I think that's between I think it's out in West Texas. It's between Van Horn and El Paso, and he was busted for possession of marijuana because well he lives in California. In California marijuana is legal, and also here in Texas it's not. He got busted. And also I heard rapper Nelly went through the same town as well. He didn't get busted, but his entourage did. So yeah. Yeah. Anyway, I mean, don't well, I don't want to get off a top, get off a on. I don't want to get off of what I'm saying. This video is originally about foreigners, what they think about Americans. I ain't gonna say all foreigners. Well, well, foreigners are different. I mean, some are talkable, some aren't. You know, you know, and some are really some are cool looking. The foreign guys. Some of the foreign guys are cool. Some aren't. The women. The women are hot. Just saying. I think I heard this from Doc G. He talked about. I watched one of his videos. Well, I subbed to him. I watched one of his videos, and he talked about foreign men or some foreign. I think he said foreign men are frail motherfuckers. They're very frail. I guess they're stiff, antisocial, and they're frail. I guess that explains why there's so many single women in foreign countries. Why there's so many of them? I guess. I guess that's the truth right there from what Doc G said. Yeah. Yeah. Well, Igor, he left America. He got tired of all the bullshit he went through in Southern California. I'm from Southern California originally, and he he said he got tired of the bullshit there, going, how the people are there. He got busted by the CHP, the California Highway Patrol, over something like, I guess they took his vehicle away for no reason. He also got in trouble for some making some phone call and recording a phone call conversation. And he got in trouble for that twice. He said he was innocent. He said he didn't did anything, like, it just, like, that just explains to me, like it explains about how many laws that are in this country. There's way too many laws. A lot of these laws are crazy, loop sided, and they don't make any sense. You know, and Igor got tired of it, and he moved back to Russia. I watched some videos from his channel, so I really don't know. I really don't know if he, gosh, like, I really no, I really don't know him. If he going if he's I think, yeah, I think he's there for good. He's not coming back. That's good. I mean, you know that's a good idea. I think he needs to stay in Russia. I think he's better off there than here. 'Cause this country sucks. It really does. So yeah. And yeah, also he went to Canada and he did a video there, and he walked down a street in I think it's some street in some town in Alberta. And he said, like, look at this, there's no crime, no nothing. And he showed a bunny, a rabbit hopping around, like, he didn't see he saw little to no police or nothing, like, he said he saw, like, children, like, playing around in the streets, like, yeah. And the way he described it, it sounded like America back in the old days. Yeah, before 9/11 and all before 9/11 and all this crap that's going on right now, that make people be like they're in prison and they're afraid of everybody. And speaking of that, I remember I went to Walmart. I went to this soft drink machine. Yeah, to get a soda out of it. I mean, I just got, like, like 3 or 4 cans of Coke Zero. And when I approached the soft drink machine, there was this old white lady. She stood. She didn't stand, like she didn't stand, behind me, she stood as far away from me as possible. And I turned and looked at her. She had this smile on her face, and she stood as far away from me as possible. And that told me, like, I think she's afraid of me, like I'm gonna do something to her. So I didn't pay her any. I looked at her. I didn't pay her. And then I just went and ignored her and just got what I wanted out of the soft drink machine and left. And she walked up close to it and got what she wanted out of there. So that was weird. You know, I guess she was some racist bigot who think all black men are dangerous and scary. You know all this. You know, people like her are just bunch of scary pieces of shit. Everybody in America is so paranoid and afraid of everybody. And it's crazy. Like like and it's crazy. Like if they do this, like that woman, if they do this, like they'll never see a bunch of therapists. I do it. I see a gang of therapists. That's fucked up right there. I think I talked about this. Yeah, it's just this country's a piece of shit. I mean, God. And my friend told me stories about the people he dealt with on YouTube. I won't talk about you. Oh, so the power is back on. Look at this. Yeah, I got power now. Thank God. I mean, turn the light on. Okay. Yeah. 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 Let's see what I was about to say. Yeah, people in America, they're just paranoid. They're just afraid of each other. I mean, everybody's scared of one another. I mean, the women here are garbage. I mean, they'll turn their nose up at you. They think they're too good for you. They think they're too good for you. I mean, I don't know how the women are. I mean, I know the women are garbage, and I just want to stay away from the women here in America. But yeah, I mean, I'm gonna say this about foreigners. I think foreign people shouldn't come to America because this country, they're gonna see things in this country that they won't like at all. But I know something about some foreigners. They'll come here, they'll get brainwashed by all the bullshit, and they'll just act like all the other Americans, and it's sad. I think I remember one. I think I remember this one. Her name is Tamara McDonald. Yeah, yeah. I ran across her on a video on DDD's channel with the police officer lying on about running a stop sign and having an exhaust on his sports car. Yeah, when I heard her said this, New Manchester, big fella. When she said that, I'm thinking that she's Irish. A lot of these foreigners, they get brainwashed by the bullshit here, and they act like everybody else in America. But foreigners like Igor the Russian. I mean, they won't get sucked in by all this crap. I mean, they hate it. They want to get out of this country for good. You know. And I feel sorry for the foreigners who get brainwashed by the bullshit here in America. And it's sad. I mean, you're not American. You're a fucking European. You're from a foreign country. You're from a European country. You're from an Asian country. Like you're from an African country. Why are you acting like? Why are you acting like these are like people in America? You are not American at all. Okay, be you. Don't be something that you're not. Yeah, and and also, I mean, there was this foreigner. Like you guys know who he is. He's famous. I mean, he starred in a lot of movies. He's known for being the Terminator in the Terminator films. His name is Arnold Schwarzenegger, and this guy was governor of California, and this guy was from Austria. And a guy from Austria, like he should be. He should have been doing some good things for California. You know, giving California a universal healthcare system. I mean, you know, um, you know, raising taxes on the rich, lowering taxes for the middle class. Um, you know, you know, you know, have this foreign European mindset of giving good quality of life and good things for the Golden State. But this guy didn't do any of this. Like he was drinking the Republican GOP Kool Aid, and he was just doing the things that the Republicans were doing. And this guy viewed himself as a Republican, and it's just sad. Like he's a foreigner. He shouldn't be like getting sucked into all of this bullshit here in America. I guess he got to do what he had to do to give to be to sink it, to be something, to be who he is today. And yeah, I think before he started acting in movies, he was a bodybuilder. So yeah. Um God. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah. Doesn't look that. Yeah. Yeah, it's a little windy outside. I mean, heard there's a tornado coming, but it's not gonna be around where I live. I hope not. I remember it was really really windy outside, and it blew a tree branch. It broke a tree branch off of this tree, and the tree branch hit and destroyed the fence that you see. Like this is the backyard of my house. Uh, wow. Yeah. Yeah. The foreigners who left America. They got a brain. They see how this country is, and they want to get out. But the ones who stay here and get and just morph into morph into the American people here, it's just sad, and it really is. And they're just throwing away who they really are. Okay, think that's about it. That's about it. I'm just want to just say what I want to say about foreigners, how they are. I don't know. I might be wrong. But just want to say this. Just want to say what I gotta say. Okay, if you like the video. If you dislike the video, go ahead and dislike it and drop a comment. or if you like my channel, you like the videos on my channel, go ahead and subscribe. So I'm gonna get out of here. End this video. Cause I don't know what the weather's gonna be like. So I'm gonna end this. Goodbye.